What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love BMF, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about BMF Season 1, Episode 8, the season finale. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to go over all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. And we are finally here, y'all, the season finale. Those 8 episodes went by so fast. Now, of course, we should be getting those 10 episodes in season 2. And overall, man, this was a fire season finale. A fire season finale. I think it sets up great expectations for season 2. And I got a feeling it's going to get even more interesting the next season. But, of course, things didn't go well for Lamar. Things didn't go well for your girl, Kato. Baywater got cut off in this episode. And it's been a long time coming, man. It's been a long time coming, especially for Lamar. The dude has been on one since day one. So let's begin, man. Let's talk about it. What did we see in this episode? Of course, it starts off with Lamar going to meet up with Kato, trying to make sure that they continue this game plan on taking Meech out. And of course, Kato's going to tell Lamar exactly what he wants to hear, telling Lamar that Meech is supposed to be meeting up with the plug later on, and then he will have his opportunity to take out Meech himself. Now, we know that Kato was setting up this game plan with B. Mickey. And as you can see, B. Mickey was looking, and he was going to tell Lamar that was the game plan, to just get him out of the picture right then and there. And maybe if this would have happened, the whole episode would have ended completely different. Who really knows? But your boy B. Mickey was pulled over as he was, telling Lamar. He once again grabs that same strap that we've been talking about since day one. He puts it in his little, undercover box in the car or whatever, like no one would ever find it. And the boys, they're pretty much doing a sweep up. They're getting everybody off the streets. They're making sure they bring in everybody from Meech's organization because they want to see who did this to, of course, Detective Lopez. So that's why the streets are so hot. You see your boy Terry, they come into his school, they swooping him up. Your boy Meech, he's having a good time with Lori. Everything seems good between the two. But then, of course, your boy Detective Brian pops up and interrupts everything and telling him, look, we got to go. You know what I'm saying? We got to go have some conversations. And of course, Lori was very pissed off. She's like, what are you doing? Man, Detective Brian told her, girl, you better go back into that house. You better get up on out of here. And Lori looked at him like, okay. You know what I'm saying? She didn't bite back after that. Detective Brian ain't playing around. I guess these people actually do fear him. But we know Meech don't fear him at all. But this is all a part of Detective Brian's game plan. He wants to get Meech at all costs. As I told you, it's going to take a whole lot to get this guy. You're not just going to be able to just bring him in and think that's going to be enough. No one is going to slip up. And that's exactly what happens once they go to jail. We can see Meech and Terry and the crew. They're pretty much talking about where is Kato. Know what I'm saying? Like, where is she at? This doesn't really make any sense. Every time something goes down, it's always something with this girl. And you can see on B. Mickey's facial expression that he didn't really like this because he was trying to set up Lamar with Kato. So, of course, he wants to protect her still. Now, Kato is brought in as well, so a little bit of that stress kind of dropped down. But still, Meech and Terry, especially Terry's been saying, like, look, we don't even know who this girl is. So we definitely can't trust her. Now, Meech makes his phone call. He calls his boy to go out there and clean up the rest of the product that they left out. And a good thing that he had a job with the Public Works because he's able to go out there and do his job and the boys don't think nothing of it. So that's why it's always good to have friends in different places because you can use them as an advantage, and that's exactly what your boy Meech did. Now, your girl Commander Mars, Meech was trying to spit game. He was like, look, where you been? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get at you. Of course, she is trying to get information out of Meech. She is telling him if he does not give her anything, she's going to put more pressure on his sister. But Meech understands the game. He's like, look, I know y'all ain't got nothing on me or my crew, so whatever you talking about doesn't really matter to me. You can continue to try to say this is going to happen to this person or that person or I'm going to go down. It doesn't really matter. And this is what I was talking about. They don't have enough to even keep these guys in. Now, the family gets good news about Terry's settlement. I guess they reached out to the nurse. They found some more information about what really happened with one of the doctors. I guess one of the doctors had alcohol on their, on their breath. So they were like, look, we can go ahead and give y'all, I believe it was $230,000 after fees. The family will be getting $150,000. So look at Charles. He's happy now. Charles is very, very happy because now he is plotting and planning on his next move, which is the car business. Then we get back to the crew, and all they can do is just laugh at all these detectives and cops. They just laughing at them like, look, y'all thought y'all had something on us, which y'all don't. This is what I was talking about. I mean, y'all don't have anything, so y'all can continue to try to put that pressure on them. It doesn't really matter. Detective Brian can't do nothing but sit there, but he is taking this very, very personal. Commander Mars told him he is on desk duty, but do you honestly believe this dude was going to sit at that desk? He went out there and he kept digging. Now Meech is like, okay, let me question Kato. Let me find more details about her life. He finds out about her pops because she's talking about her pops and stuff. And, you know, apparently she tells him her pops, I guess his name was Clifford. They called him C Love, and that he used to run with the BKs, the Black Killers or whatever. So Meech is like, okay, I see what time it is. But he did this with a game plan, because he's like, what's his name? So that way he can ask around, he can ask the OGs, like, do y'all know anything about, C Love? And this is what he asked Boom later on in the episode. But at this particular moment, he made Kato feel like she can be trusted and that she was a loyal soldier. But he already knew the truth. Then we get to your boy, Ashy Larry. And I don't even care what his name is in the show. We just gonna call him Ashy Larry. He is, stitching up Lamar. He works at the morgue, and he's a sicko, y'all. He is a sicko. Ashy Larry, I mean, this is something that Ashy Larry would do in real life. We know this, right? Now, Lamar is getting patched all up, and of course, he would know somebody like this. He would know somebody like this in the morgue. Now, Ashy Larry lends his car to Lamar, which is the hearse, right? Now, Meech and the crew, they see all the blood in Lamar's old car, so they know that he's around. So this is why you see all of them gathered up like, okay, we're going to find this dude. They get in there. Ashy Larry is talking about, oh, I don't know who y'all talking about. This dude is a sicko. In there, he was all close to the girl, about to do what I don't even want to know. I mean, like I told you guys, this is a guy you don't even want around your family members. Straight up creep. Now, Meech tells him, if you don't give us no information, you're going to be another dead body along with these other dead bodies if you keep lying to us. And of course, he can't really give him anything because this dude is a straight up liar for one, and Lamar isn't even there. And as we talked about, Lamar is rolling up in this hearse. And Lamar, he would be the person to be riding in a hearse, right? This would be the dude that would do this. I mean, his whole demeanor fits this car to a T. But we know this episode did not end well for him. So I guess that hearse was the perfect vehicle. Then we get to your boy Charles, and we know what he is trying to do. He's like, look, we about to get this money. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start a family business with this car. I'm about to buy this business. That's what he plans on doing. He tells Lucille his plan. Charles, he hasn't been this happy since I don't know when. He is very excited for this. Lucille has to tell him, look, this ain't even your money. This is our boy's money. This is Terry's money. And then your boy Charles is like, look, he shouldn't get it. All the stuff that he did, we should get that for all our pain and suffering. But Lucille's like, no, we can't do that. We got to give him an opportunity to see what he wants to do with the money. And the crazy thing is, they go back to the lawyer, and she tells them that Terry can't even get the money until he's 18, or they get this approved from a judge. And Charles' whole demeanor changed. He's pissed off. He is upset, and he's like, man, this don't make no sense at all. And he just wants to leave. But as I told you guys, Charles, he had a vision with this whole car business, and he really wanted to go through. As you can see right here, this is the money that they're going to be getting after all the fees. So this is $150K, which could change their lifestyle. I mean, you can open up a legitimate business. So I do understand what Charles is trying to do. Then we get to your boy, DC Young Fly. And when I seen him, I'm like, I already know he about to start cracking on somebody. I cannot take him serious at all. He just looks like he's about to grill somebody. His name in the show is Saint. Your boy Meech, he is trying to make a deal with him. He's telling him, look, who is your boss? Because you definitely not the boss. Now, Meech did mention that he is trying to expand the business. I believe he said to the east and north. And they're trying to just, move differently this time around. Of course, Saint, he's not really trying to give Meech any type of information, but then you all know how Meech does. He's always able to make these deals, and he's telling him, look, how your boss gonna feel when he realizes that he just messed up a very big deal. Now we get to Boom. Now remember, Boom is from the very first episode. Remember your girl Lala? This is her dude, Markeisha. So go back to the very first episode. You see Boom and Lala together. Now Meech is trying to make a plan with him. Of course, Boom is telling him he don't need no new business or nothing like that. He tells Meech to stay in his lane. You know what I'm saying? Stay in his lane. And then Meech, he was cool with it. He was like, man, do you know C Love? You know what I'm saying? Did you know C Love? Did he roll with I believe it was the BKs, right? And this is where your boy Boom is like, nah, he didn't run with the BKs. He run with the Del Reys. You know what I'm saying? And this is what Meech asks. He asked Kato this, and Kato was like, nah, he ran with the BKs or whatever. So now Meech understands that her pops, C Love, was running with Lamar's crew, the Del Reys. They are crazy. You know what I'm saying? So now he understands that Kato lied to him and that there is a connection to Lamar and her family. And this is why he was asking Kato all these questions, just to catch her slipping. So now he's going to go and try to see what he can do as far as setting Kato up. And we get to B Mickey and Kato. And unfortunately for B Mickey, this is going to be the last time that he claps her cheeks. And I guess he better cherish the moment. He better cherish this moment. And of course, they're talking about, are we going to continue this game plan with Lamar? We already screwed up the first attempt. And B Mickey is like, yeah, we can continue to do this. You know what I'm saying? Lamar don't know this. So let's continue the game plan to try to set him up. So that's what they're plotting to do. Then we get to Terry, Lucille, and Charles. And Charles is trying to talk to Terry about this whole car business. And he's telling Terry, look, just think about it. This is a legitimate business that can help save you and your family. You still have a chance. You have to worry about ducking bullets and all this other stuff. You still have a chance to run a legitimate business. So now Terry has another decision to make. Does he want to do this, which can potentially mean some good opportunities the legal way, or does he want to continue to roll with Meech in this drug business? Now your boy Meech, he meets up with B Mickey, and Meech is like, look, do you trust Kato with your life? Did you trust Kato with my life? And pretty much Meech was testing B Mickey, and he was testing him with loyalty. So B Mickey ended up telling him, like, look, Kato, she was working with Lamar or whatever. We were trying to take out Lamar and save her or whatever. And she's a good girl. But, Meech don't want to hear any of that. He's like, look, we got to set them up, plain and simple. Now, we really didn't know the full details of this game plan. All we knew was they want to set Lamar up. But we knew, I guess, at the end of the episode exactly what Meech wanted to really do. Now, we get to Meech and Terry. Your boy Meech mentions the name the Black Mafia Family, and that's the name that they should have. And he also mentions that he made a deal with Saint. He said he made a deal with Saint, talking about he paid him, gave him 5 keys or whatever. But we're going to see how that all plays out in season 2, in my opinion. We know that Boom told him to stay in his lane. So for Meech to make deals with Saint, something's going to be up. I want to see how this all plays out. But we do know Meech is trying to expand to the east and north. This is what it was talked about in this episode. Now he is telling Terry, like, look, let me go talk to Big L. We need to get some more keys because we ran out. Giving up those keys to Saint, we have ran out. We need more product. So now Terry is like, I don't know about that, because she only wants to do business with me. She made that perfectly clear. And this is where Meech is telling him, you always listening to everybody else, people telling you what to do. You need to take what is yours. So now Terry is like, okay, it is what it is. We can go meet with her. We can see what she will be talking about when she sees you. And we get to your boy Lamar. He understands, like, okay, she trying to set me up. Kato was trying to set me up. He sees B Mickey out there, so he knows what's up. He's like, okay, I see what time it is. So he understands that he has to be prepared for what's about to happen. He confronts Kato. They go outside. And then all of a sudden, we see your boy Meech. Meech comes out, and he's not playing around anymore. This ain't the same Meech from the first episode that lets you get away with some of the stuff that you got away with. And he pulls his strap out. Lamar pulls his strap out on Kato, talking about what he would do to her. Meech is like, look, do you think we care about this rat? Like, we don't care about her in her life. Like, are you crazy? And once Lamar realized that, like, shooting Kato won't make sense, because if he shot her, that means that Meech is going to pop him first. So your boy Lamar says, screw it. He tries to, point his gun at Meech, and Meech fires off, shoots him, drops him straight off. Then Meech walks up to him and, he asks him the question, did you shoot my brother? And then he said, I just want to watch you suffer, right? Now, they did not actually show Lamar completely die. I know it's different fan theories saying that he ain't dead and stuff like that, but they did not actually show him die. We know that Lamar is based off, a real life person, right? He's supposed to be based off multiple people all in one. So we're going to see how they want to play this off in season 2. This is why I said we got to wait until season 2 to see how they want to write this whole storyline off as far as Lamar. But I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't looking too good for him. Now, as far as your girl Kato, who is also another character that's supposed to be based off a real life person, B. Mickey wasn't playing around with her. He sprayed her, y'all. I mean, he popped her. She told him he loved her. He told her he loved her too, boo. And he eliminated her. He gave her one shot first. She dropped, walked up to her, told her that he loved her, and just finished her off. So I don't know about your girl Kato. It definitely looks like she is done for. And of course, we know that Detective Bryant, he found, the bullets, the shells, and all that stuff. So he traced it back to that original gun that B. Mickey has. I mean, I just don't understand, B. Mickey. You should have got rid of that gun. We've been talking about this since day one. He continued to carry this gun. Terry has told him to get rid of it. Now it is your biggest weakness. It's been your biggest weakness, right? Now, after all that just happened, because they had to get up out of there because B. Mickey fired off them shots, and then, of course, everybody was running. The boys was coming, so they got up out of there. B. Mickey is very upset with Meech. Meech tells him, look, man, we got to do what we got to do to protect the family. And even though he's pissed off, he's telling your boy B. Mickey that he will get over it. It's going to be all good. I know it hurts, but this is what we got to do sometimes, man. And sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off. Now, Lucille, she walks in. She is pissed off. She is talking to me. She's like, look, who are you? I see that we don't got those security guards outside no more. So what's going on? And Meech is like, look, y'all don't have nothing else to worry about. Nothing else to worry about. It's all handled. And this is where Lucille's like, look, I don't even know who you are anymore. Like, for real? Like, come on. Like, what's going on? And, this is the lifestyle that they have chose. So things will continue to get worse, in my opinion. But as of right now, things are better at the moment. And even though Lucille and Meech doesn't have the best relationship, I do believe down the line things will get patched up and get better. Now, Meech, he goes with Terry to meet with Big L. After Big L has already told Terry she does not want to meet with Meech at all. She pulls out the strap. She's like, look, you better get up out of here before I make you one of my art pieces. And Meech is like, okay, I get the picture. I'm out of here. Now, Meech did mention about the 10 keys, and expanding the business. She has this conversation with Terry, and she's like, how you want 10 keys, but before you was trying to get an extension on the re-up? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't get it. And Terry's like, look, this is the new game plan. We are trying to expand the business, and this is what we want. She tells Terry, okay, if this is what you want, that's what I like to hear. So we're going to see how this all goes down. We know your girl Big L is not playing around with Terry or Meech. So they're going to have to continue to meet her standards and meet the terms of their agreement. And if they don't, we already know it's going to be some bad news. But hey, this girl was not playing around at all in this episode. Then we get to your boy B. Mickey. Now he is reminiscing of all the good times. I guess all the good times are clapping those cheeks. I mean, I know it was good because you was willing to save this girl. Meech had to tell you, you know what I'm saying? He had to pull you out of that false reality. Like, look, dude, she is trying to set everybody up. You cannot continue to work with a rat. She's not loyal and she's using you. Deep down inside, he really loved this girl and he felt so bad about it. We seeing all these, moments that he had with Kato and how much he loved her and stuff like that. And then we see flashes of him taking her out. And as you can see, look at her head. It's a gunshot, y'all. So your girl Kato is up out of here. Now Lamar, that's a different case because we never really saw him completely go away. Kato, it definitely looks like it's a wrap for her. So of course, your boy B Mickey, he's in his feelings. But then Detective Bryant pulls him over. So now B Mickey gets arrested again. And this time around, Detective Bryant, he is not playing. He actually has some evidence. And this is what we've been talking about. I made different fan theory videos about the gun and B Mickey. He's caught up with the boy. Now we get to Meech and Terry. He is very excited, Meech is, that, your girl Big L took the deal. 10 keys, they got the product, it's time to celebrate. But Terry ain't really feeling it. Meech is like, look, I don't know about you, but I'm going to celebrate. I'm not going to let you ruin my day. This is great news. We can expand. We can, move this business in a different way. But we know that Terry, deep down inside, he has a different agenda. And he's actually been thinking about what his pop said as far as the whole car business and saving his family. And right in the next scene, he talks to his pops and mom. And he's like, look, I've been thinking about what y'all been talking about. I think that would be a good move as far as this whole car business. And as he's talking, LaWanda is like, time is up. I'm up out of here. I'm going to Pennsylvania. Plain and simple. Like, I'm tired of waiting around. You taking too long. Of course, Terry's like, look, he just needed some time to make his decision. LaWanda, she ain't trying to hear any of that. She's like, look, I'm taking the baby. We up out of here. Now, Terry, he's like, nah, my baby's not going nowhere. Like, what are you doing? Of course, Charles has to, step in and say, look, you can't hold her here. Just let her go. It's going to be all right. And you already know Terry is going through it because deep down inside, the dude really probably wants to do good. He wants to, he just wants to keep his family together and protect him. But all these different things coming his way, it's just a whole lot of pressure for him. Now we get back to your boy Detective Bryant, and he's putting that pressure on B Mickey. He pulls off the strap. He say, look, I found your gun that you had in your little hidden compartment or whatever. That wasn't anything, dude. Like, this is easy work. And this gun is traced back to 2 bodies, J Mo and, of course, your girl Kato. So now we have 2 bodies on B Mickey. It ain't looking too good for him. As I told you guys, we continue to talk about this. What is B Mickey going to do now? He's, carrying around this gun all season long like it's his life partner. Like, dude, you have to get rid of it. Now, will B Mickey stay loyal, or will he actually give up some information on Meech? Because we know Detective Bryant, that's who he really wants. Now, your boy Meech, he goes and he gets, of course, this BMF chain. He shows it to Terry. He's telling Terry things are about to change. But Terry, he's like, look, man, I canceled the meeting that we had, and I want to discuss some things with you. I am out. I'm through with this lifestyle. I cannot continue to live it. I don't want to worry about people trying to shoot me, take my family out. It's just entirely too much stress and pressure, and I'm not trying to do this anymore. I'm cool with the car business. Meech tells him, look, you already know that car business is not going to hold you over. You are a hustler. And he was already trying to make moves within the car business, your boy Meech was. But Terry's like, nope, I'm not having it. We're going to run a legitimate business. I'm not doing this anymore. And this is where he walks off. And your boy Meech is like, man, like, what's up? Like, why you just gonna leave me? I thought it was the womb to the tomb. Like, what's going on? You just gonna walk away from me? So Meech is very, very upset. He's pissed off. I mean, yes, they are expanding, but Meech is like, man, you got to connect with Big L. Now what am I going to do? Because she don't want to do any business with me. So this is why I cannot wait to see it. We get the older Meech, and he's talking about blind loyalty and how he pretty much had that blind loyalty to his brother. He didn't see what was important to Terry. All he saw what was important to him. And that's all that mattered. And deep down inside, that's probably the wrong thing. Like, he should have had more concern about what his brother wanted to do and what his brother really cared about. But at that particular moment, we know that Meech, all he cared about was this business. Yes, he did love his family, but running this organization was very, very important to Meech. And he was not going to let anybody stop him. Not just being the king of the D, he's trying to be the king of the nation. He is trying to take over. So, of course, that's how he was thinking back then. But I guess it took a lot of time for him to actually realize how serious it really was, especially when you're locked up. I mean, all you got is time. So all you doing is thinking about all the mistakes and things you could have done better. But overall, man, this season finale was solid. I cannot wait for season 2. Remember, it has been renewed. I don't know when it's going to start filming, but I will, if I had to guess, I would say probably early next year sometime. I just want to see the show next year. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can get it filmed out quick and we can see it around next summer or fall, around the same time that we saw it this year or a little bit earlier. But you guys, you let me know, how did y'all feel about the season finale? How did y'all feel about the overall season of BMF? I think these guys definitely delivered this season, especially a new show coming to Starz about true life events, about the Black Mafia family. A very, difficult show to put together. It took a lot of time to put this show together. This show has been working on for years and years, and they finally put it all together, and they did an excellent job in my opinion. As I told you guys, the show, to me, it got better and better as the season was going. Your boy Lamar, that dude put on an excellent performance each and every week. And the song You Can't Stop the Rain by Loose Ends, we already know the streams of that song went up, because after that episode, after episode 6, that's all I was playing. I was like, man, I gotta play that song. That song go hard. And everybody was talking about this song. You seen different content creators making videos talking about You Can't Stop the Rain. So it goes to show you the power of this show and what it actually did to a lot of people. And, everybody wants to see BMF now. So season 2, we are ready. We want to see season 2. We want to see it next week. And I know people, patience are very, very short. So it's going to come, y'all. But overall, this was an excellent season, in my opinion. A great series premiere on Starz, and I cannot wait to see what's next for the future of this show. And thank you guys once again for supporting me on the BMF. Like I said, we've been talking about this show for years. It finally came out and finally delivered, and you guys has always been here supporting the channel. And now we're going to get ready for season 2. But once again, leave your theories, predictions, everything down below, and I will catch you guys very, very soon. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
And you can't stop the rain. Can't stop the rain. When it starts to pour.